what's going on? And I'm here to do my top 5 favorite PlayStation 1 games. And first I gotta give a shout out to the PlayStation 1, because PlayStation 1 was awesome at the time. I mean, think about it, like, you know, the systems that came before that was the Super Nintendo, and then, I mean, that was cartridge and it was 16-bit, and then to jump to the PlayStation, you know, which was CD, was crazy. But anyways, let's get down to it. Number 5. And this game is real random, and if you own this game, please take a picture and or do a video and show me that you have this game, because nobody I've ever seen has this game, and I don't think anybody's ever heard of it. And it's called Fox Hunt. And this game is I thought it was cool when I got it, because at the time, you know, video games were like, you know, it was just like computer, you know, cartoony stuff. But this was the first game that was a straight up live action video game, and it was so innovative at the time. I mean, like, as you can see in the pictures, like, what you see here is pretty much the game. Like, you know, you see through his eyes, and then you move to the left, he turns to the left, and like, let's say you walk up to like a plate, and you press the, like, the, I think it was the A or X button, you press the X button, and he picks up the plate and he interacts with the plate like it's a movie. And it was crazy. I don't think anybody famous was ever in this. I think there might have been one famous guy for all I know, but overall it was a pretty cool game. It was actually pretty hard. You'd think it'd be easy for a game where you just like walk up to something and you press it and it'll do it. But the thing was, what's kind of weird about it is sometimes, like, it would change. Like let's say you're going through a tunnel and you do it one time and something happens, and then you do it, and then you replay the game and you do that same thing again, and it's completely different. It's so weird. And it was actually really hard, and I haven't beaten it. And it's by Capcom. Where is it? It's by Capcom, so you know it's got to be a decent game. But like I said, it's a rare game. If you have this, please take a video or a picture, and please let me see it, because I feel like I'm the only one. Anyways, that was number 5. Number 4 was the second game I ever got for the PlayStation, and I always wanted a car game, and this is Ridge Racer. Remember the case coming like this? Big ass case, and the big ass sponge that comes with it, and it's a pink disc. But this game, I remember when I first got it, I remember my brother, myself, and my cousin would play this like non-stop. And there was only like, I think like 6 levels, but it's just, oh yeah, I think it's about 6 or 7. And what made it so cool is that, I mean, at the time, these were like the best graphics. I mean, it was just so cool. It was just a fun arcadey racer game. Like I said, good times with this game, great memories, and probably that's why it's my number 4. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it's just the memories alone, and the box. I mean, that's awesome. Number 3. Now this game is a classic. It's still going strong, better than probably any other series out right now, and it's a classic. It's Resident Evil Part 1. And the funny thing about this, I'll tell you a quick little story. I remember I was at Walmart and I was reading a GamePro magazine, and I remember looking at the reviews, and I saw it. Oh no, it was a preview. It was a preview. And I saw it, and I'm like, wow, this looks kind of cool. I mean, you know, it looked like a mystery type of, you know, suspenseful type of game. And I thought, okay, cool, I gotta look into that. And then I think I went back a month later and saw the next GamePro, and they reviewed it, and it got like a 3. And I'm thinking, a 3? This game looks so cool. How can it be a 3? But anyways, I went out and bought it anyways, and amazing. I remember the intro was like a live action, kind of like Fox Hunt, and I always thought that was so cool. I always thought the whole live video thing was innovative at the time, and I think it's still kind of cool when you see it in games. But I remember this was like the scariest game ever. I mean, like the zombies, like I never played anything like this before this game, and I think this is really truly a unique, innovative game and series. It's just, I remember that one scene, is right here, if you can see it. This hallway, I remember you would go up, you open the door and you go straight up, and then it turns, and then when you make that another turn, the dog would jump out the window. I remember every time I'd show all my friends, they'd jump like crazy. I remember, like, I'd have these big guys, they just jump, because they, you know, it wasn't expected in a video game like this. I mean, the zombies, the spider, the storytelling is just fantastic. The puzzles were great. The only problem is, I mean, the voice acting is a little cheesy, but it's to be expected, and this game was hard. I still can't beat this game. I mean, it's just super hard, but fantastic game. For those who've never played the first one, I mean, the original PS1, not, you know, not the redone GameCube version, but like this version, you need to check it out for yourself. I mean, of course, the graphics don't look as great as stuff now, but I mean, you need to check it out. Amazing, good stuff. And that was my number 3. And number 2, this game is classic. It probably should be, it's probably everybody's number 1, but I put it number 2, but it's Final Fantasy VII. And I think more than anything, this game has so many great memories with me. I remember I first started high school, and this reminds me of it, because I remember I started playing this game maybe 2 weeks into 9th grade, high school, and I'll just always remember playing it, the stories. I mean, I never beat the game. I don't even think I got to discs 2, but it was just such a great game with great memories, and you know, that probably shouldn't be a reason why it's number 2, because I mean, it is a great game. The graphics at the time were outstanding. The storytelling was fantastic. You know, it's Final Fantasy. If you like those type of games, this was, you know, this still might be the peak. No, I take that. I was gonna say it's probably the peak of the series, but probably not. Maybe storytelling wise, it's probably the peak, but I mean, at the time, this was like unheard of. A game like with this great type of graphics and how long it was, and it's 3 discs. I mean, it was crazy. The characters were awesome. I mean, I think his name was Cloud. I think it's Cloud. I mean, you'll never forget this guy. I mean, this guy is still talked about to this day. And the cutscenes were unheard of. You know, for, you know, at that time, I was like, holy shit, it's great. It's kind of hard. You know, these type of games, they take forever to beat. You know, you could probably play this for like 3-4 months and, you know, and not beat it. It's that crazy. But like I said, this game, I'll always cherish this game just for the great memories. I mean, you know, it's just when you have something that can take you back to a certain place in time, and you know, you just remember everything that was going on and the feelings and all this stuff. It's just great. I love this game, and I love the memories that it brings me. So this is my number 2. And it was a really fun, exciting game, and you should definitely check this game out. And my number 1, you're on the edge of your seat, right? I mean, you're probably thinking to yourself, what's he gonna pick as number 1? I mean, Final Fantasy VII should have been number 1. It's Resident Evil number 2, and this pretty much fixed and improved everything about Part 1. I mean, first of all, you had the choice of... Oh no, never mind. That was in Part 1. But I thought the graphics were better. I always complained about the first one that you couldn't go out in the streets. This one, it starts off in the streets, so that was awesome. It's actually not as hard. It's funner. It's just overall a better story. It's just great. I mean, I love this game. Like, you know, I sold a lot of my games, but I always kept this one just in case if I want to go back and play. But it's super fun. It's definitely not as hard. I like the characters better. I liked it was Jill. I think it was Jill Valentine and Leon. It's just a great game. You really need to pick this up. I think this is probably the peak of PlayStation 1, this game. So there you have it, folks. That's my top 5 for PlayStation 1 games, and take care, guys, and bye-bye. As you can clearly tell, I have not shaven for the month of November. That's for you, Will.